I am going to demonstrate how to do a faux I-cord bind off. It's fantastic. Let me go find, I already did some. So I learned how to do this in my Simone sweater from Gabriella Makes, or Hello Gabriella, actually, I think is her designer name. Look at this fantastic edge it makes. Yeah, right. Isn't it pretty? It's so pretty. Okay, so, losing stitches. Here we go. The first thing we gotta do is be sure that we are working from the wrong side. So if you're working in the round, say on a sweater sleeve or a waistband, you actually have to turn your work inside out. This is the wrong side of my shawl here. And if this were the first stitch, I would just knit it. So knit the first stitch. Now I've got one stitch on my right needle and lots of stitches on my left needle. And I'm gonna take my working yarn and run around my right needle backwards. It's a backwards yarn over. Isn't it weird looking? It's super odd. Next, I'm gonna knit the stitch that's next on the needle. So it looks as if I have 3 stitches there. This is the slightly tricky part. I use my thumb and index finger to pinch my fabric and pull it down so that I can access that yarn over and the previous stitch, and then I bind them off together. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna do it again. I now am back to my 1 stitch. So I do my backwards yarn over. I knit my next stitch. I use my index finger and thumb to pull down on my fabric and give me access to these 2 stitches in the back on the right needle. And then I play leapfrog. And I'm back to my starting point. One more time, a backwards yarn over, knit the next stitch, use thumb and index finger to pull down on my fabric and get those back 2 stitches, and play leapfrog all the way across. And it creates this fantastic faux I-cord, because when we run around the needle the wrong way like this, you can see that it's going to create a stitch that leans, well, towards the left from this perspective, but towards the right when we turn it around. And let me finish this one up and I will show you one more time what that finished edge looks like. I'm gonna park you right there. So here are the stitches I was binding off. Nice little V's. Here, all along here, this bottom little slanty guy here, those are my yarn overs. Don't they look nice? So it looks as if it's an I-cord. It just rolls 1 V into the next. It looks so good, and it makes a very nice finished edge.